What's up, guys? It's Dr. Jim. It's another Thoughts from the Trail, and in today's video I'm going to tell you how many times you should eat a day if you want to burn body fat. How's that sound? Sounds awesome. Keep on watching this. This is my thoughts from the trail, and as you know, when I get out here running I get thinking, and today I'm going to continue the segments I've been talking about. I told everybody that I was going to focus on all my content was going to focus on things that I've had to overcome, and obviously weight loss has been a huge part of that. 6 years ago I was 50 pounds heavier than this. My joints hurt all the time, had chronic reflux and all my joints hurt, and I had low energy, and I'd literally pass out after eating, and so I had to make a decision. I wanted to lose weight, so I've been doing that, and then the program is so effective. I've helped over 3,000 people in my office lose 20 to 40 pounds, and many of them keep it off really long term. And so I want to share some of that information with you. So the last video I talked a lot about insulin and how the most important thing that you can do is not necessarily focus on calories, but focus on your insulin response, because in the presence of insulin, your body can't burn fat. So that brings me to the next question of, well, how many times a day should I eat? I've heard lots of gurus out there. Now, when you're talking about your gurus, I always want you to get an idea of, like, have they ever been 50 or 60 pounds overweight and had to lose that weight? Or have they always been like a superior athlete and now they're going to tell you how to eat? Because I think that has a lot to do with it. But when it comes to eating, and we talk about insulin, how important that is, one of the things that I want you to understand is every time you eat, regardless of what you eat, your body pumps out insulin. So if our goal is to become more insulin sensitive and to lower our insulin levels so that we can get into a state of fat burning, then it would make sense that, eating every 2 hours or 5 or 6 times a day is going to keep pushing our insulin up, and that's not going to be advantageous for our body fat. Now listen, if you're an Olympic athlete, if you're a superior, if you're already at an ideal body weight and your metabolism is awesome and you lift weights and you run and you do all that, well then certainly if you're trying to manage your energy level, you may need to eat more often, and that's cool. But who I'm talking to is people that have broken metabolisms, people that are 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds overweight and storing tons of body fat. And if you want to get into fat burning, you have to lower your insulin levels. And every time you eat, your body pumps out insulin. So what I recommend is a protocol where there's intermittent fasting, usually about a 16-hour period of time between the last time you eat at night and the first time you eat the next day. And I recommend eating just twice a day, all right? Sometimes 3 times, but depending on any blood sugar issues you have, but usually it's just twice a day, because that's going to give you the maximum impact on lowering your insulin levels. And when you lower those insulin levels, you become more sensitive to it, and also when insulin levels go down, you can tap into your fat stores for fat burning. All right, so I hope you got a lot of value out of that today. I know that's not always a popular belief, especially if you're watching people on Instagram and everywhere else, and they're all kissing their biceps and telling you, you're like, dude, I want to look like that guy or that girl. Well, guess what? Their bodies look like that. They may have never been 50 pounds overweight. They may not have ever had to overcome that struggle like I have. They may not know what it's like to have a completely broken metabolism. And so if that's the case, then I would listen to somebody who's had to overcome that. And what I do know is that if your metabolism's broken, there's probably some insulin resistance there. And the best way to lower your insulin levels is to not eat as often, all right? Now, obviously, what you eat, we talked about that last time. What you eat is really important as well, but also how often you eat, all right? Because every time you eat, you pump out insulin, and your body cannot burn fat in the presence of insulin. So just keep that in mind. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. Listen, I know everybody getting ready for the new year is contemplating weight loss, and I'm hoping if it's something that you want to do, that you'll make the decision to do it, right? And if you do it with me, that would be awesome, all right? If you do it on your own, you can certainly take some of the free information I've put out there and probably put it to good use. But if you want to be part of a community, a group of people, maybe 100 or so people all doing it at the same time together online, And we're going to start in January. So we're doing a 30-day weight loss challenge in January. It'll be the fourth one that I've had. I've had over 100 participants, and everybody's been incredibly successful. And then we have a follow-up process where you can kind of stay in the group, and we help you either lose more or keep it off as long as you want. So if you want to be part of that 30-day weight loss challenge, it kicks off in January, but the deadline to sign up for it's December 29th. So click the link up in the bio, click the link down below this video if you're watching on YouTube or somewhere above it on Facebook. And that's going to take you, go put your name and your email in. You go over, it takes you to a website where I did a video explaining all the pieces that are in it. Maybe I'll do some videos on that here too, but go over there, check it all out. You can read some of the testimonials, people that have worked with me or have done the program with me, and then you can sign up right there, and then you'll get emails and contact from us so that you can be part of the 30-day weight loss challenge starting in January. You'll probably lose, 12, 15 pounds maybe in those 30 days. Get your new year kicked off right. Let's get 2020 out of here. Let's get 2021 kicked off just right. All right, so if you're really looking for how many meals a day that you want to eat to really maximize getting into fat burning, you want to lower your insulin levels, you can eat twice a day, have about a 16-hour period of intermittent fasting built in there. It's awesome. All right, so just like I tell my son every day before he goes to school, be your very best today, #never quit. And I believe that God wants the very, very best for you. The day you believe that could change your life forever. Have an awesome, awesome day.